I am Dr. W. V. Gunode from Kamlanand Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the what is the LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, and after that what is octane number and the free radical mechanism. So halogenation of alkanes or methane, and in this case, as we know, what is liquefied petroleum gas? It is the LPG is a mixture of ethane, propane, butane, and main constituent is the butane. And butane is a odorless, colorless gas, and it burns when readily and give the lot of heat. So this gas can be used as a fuel, and in this case the calorific value of this LPG is the 10,800 kilocalorie per kg, and it is supplied in the form of in a cylinder, and we should have to take the care when we are in contact with when we deals with the this LPG gas. So details about the LPG gas and what is the octane number of the gasoline, and after that the mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane. This part we are discussing in today's presentation. So the topic is alkanes and cycloalkane, and this is the part number 5, and in this part we are discussing today what is LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, what is the octane number, what is knocking, what is anti-knocking, and how to express the octane number, and also the mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane, and it consists of this step: chain initiation, chain propagation, and chain termination. So all this part we are discussing in today's presentation. So what is LPG? As we know, LPG is the petroleum gas, and is a mixture of ethane, propane, and butane. And the main constituent of this petroleum gas is the butane, and which burns readily and give the lot of heat, and therefore butane is easily liquefied under pressure, and it is supplied generally in the form of cylinder and commonly known as the liquefied petroleum gas. So in short, it is also known as LPG. As we know, when we open the valve of the cylinder, thereby reducing the pressure, and the liquid vaporize and flow the burner. So on when we light, it burns with the blue flame. As we know, in a cooking kitchen, cooking gas is there. It is made up, and it gives the when we lighted, it burns with the blue flame. 1 gram of this gas gives the 50 kilojoules of the energy. And this LPG is a colorless, odorless gas, and another gas is added, which is a strong smelling. If there is a leakage, then we can detect there is a leakage. So another strong smelling gas is added, but actually the LPG is a colorless and odorless gas, and the calorific value of this petroleum gas is the 10,800 kilocalorie per kg. And in this case, LPG can also be used with the care, and therefore care is to be taken. And if there is an accidental leakage cause, because the accidental leakage can cause explosion, and therefore we should have to take the care. And if the gas is inhaled in large quantities, then there may be some dangerous issue. Therefore we have to take the care with this when we handle the LPG. To detect such leakage in the cylinder, the LPG is mixed with the small amount of another strongly smelling gas. When leakage is smelt in entering the kitchen, all doors and windows should have to be first of all open, and to allow the gas to escape, and then the tube and the joint can be checked where is the defect. So care we have to take. So care should be taken to refrain from using open flame or any electric appliances near the LPG cylinder. So this is important gas, which is known as LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, is the important part in this case of alkane. Now next part is the octane number, and as we know, petrol is the main fuel used in the automobile, and in case of fuel consisting of gasoline, vapors and air is compressed and burnt within the cylinder of internal combustion. engine on applying the spark. The efficiency of internal combustion engine depends upon compression, which the fuel mixture is subject at the time of combustion. The greater the compression to which a fuel can be subjected, the greater is the efficiency of the fuel, and therefore when the compression increases beyond the certain limit, the mixture burns suddenly and rapidly, causing the violent jerk against the piston, and this is known as the knocking, and this lowers the efficiency of engine. So when we start, so there is a movement of piston and jerk is there. So it is this mixture in the automobile burns suddenly and very rapidly, causing the violent jerk against the piston, and this is known as the knocking. And it is known now known that limiting compression or critical compression at knocking results depends upon the nature of fuel. This knocking depends upon the nature of fuel. Therefore, it is important to determine the anti-knock value of the fuel. This anti-knock value of the fuel is expressed in terms of octane number. So this anti-knock value of the fuel, is expressed in terms of octane number, and also in other words we can say that quality of gasoline or fuel can be determined on the basis of octane number. So fuel which, in this case the fuel which produce minimum knocking is considered as a good quality fuel. So what is the fuel which produce minimum knocking is considered as a good quality fuel. The quality of the gasoline is indicated in terms of octane number. So quality can be determined, quality of the gasoline can be indicated by octane number, and therefore scale is there to know the octane number, and it is the scale set up, and it contains N-heptane and the isooctane as the reference compound. Isooctane, these two important compounds are there. One is heptane, N-heptane, and second is isooctane. These are considered as a reference compound. Isooctane is considered as an ideal fuel and given in octane number 100. So isooctane have the octane number 100, and it is an ideal fuel. And in case of the heptane, knocks very badly, and therefore it assigned an octane number 0. So octane number of N-heptane is 0, octane number of isooctane is 100. The octane number of any fuel is defined as the percent of isooctane in a mixture of isooctane and heptane which correspond to the fuel under test in knocking. Therefore, we can say that anti-knock property of fuel increases with the increase of octane number. So, anti-knock property of the fuel increases with the increase of octane number. Generally, it is observed that branch chain alkene and aromatic hydrocarbons have high value of octane number. These compounds with higher octane number are added to the straight run gasoline to increase the octane number. The octane number of fuel is defined as the percentage of isooctane present in the mixture of N-heptane and isooctane. So again, now what is octane number? Octane number of the fuel can be defined as the percentage of isooctane present in the mixture of N-heptane and isooctane, which has the some anti-knocking property. And here the formula is shown of this N-heptane, octane number is 0. Here this is the formula which is known as isooctane, octane number is 100. So these are the two standard. And what is octane number? It is the, we can define the we can also define octane number is that it is defined as the percentage of isooctane present in the mixture of N-heptane and isooctane which has the same anti-knocking property. This is the octane number. So this is very important part of the in this case of alkane. So as we know what is LPG and what is octane number. So anti-knock property of the fuel increases the octane number, and so octane number so the here the quality of the fuel or quality of gasoline can be decided on the basis of octane number. So here the example is given, and we can say that the amount of octane, isooctane present in the mixture, it is known as the octane number. So depends upon the nature of fuel, and so octane number is very important. These are the two compounds we have to take the mixture as a standard. And next part is now mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane. So in case of free radical mechanism, as already we have discussed what is halogenation of methane. Halogenation of methane, in case of that halogenation, that is halogenation is taking place reaction with halogen. Halogenation of methane, methane is the alkane, halogenation of methane is taking place, and here the in case of halogenation of methane, methane alkane, halogenation of alkane, and example is the halogenation of methane. So we have to discuss here the mechanism, and that mechanism is a free radical mechanism. So halogenation of alkane occur by free radical mechanism. So halogenation of the halogenation of alkane take place by free radical mechanism, and this mechanism involves three steps. Three steps are chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. So what is first step now? Three steps are there in case of free radical mechanism of alkane, and example is a halogenation of methane. Halogenation means reaction with halogen. So this mechanism, free radical mechanism, consists of three steps. The first step is now, पहली step में क्या करना है? This is the step one. This is the chain initiation step. तो रिएक्शन स्टार्ट होती है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, फ्री रेडिकल फॉर्म होते हैं. तो दिस इज क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल, दिस इज द मॉलिक्यूल, वन मॉलिक्यूल गिव टू फ्री रेडिकल, chlorine free radical. So this is the molecule, chlorine molecule, in the presence of sunlight, and we have to heat. So what is we the bond get break, and what is now we get free radical. Free radical किसका बोलते हैं? ये देखो पेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है और यहाँ पे सिंगल इलेक्ट्रॉन है. Because of this bond break, two electron, इसको बोलते हैं homolytic fission. When we heat, there is a homolytic fission. और एक बॉन्ड ब्रेक होने के बाद एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर आता है, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके पास, तो इसको बोलते हैं homolytic fission. And in this case we get the two free radical. So here we obtain two free radicals. So we can say that in case of chain initiation, when mixture of methane and chlorine is heated, when the mixture of methane and chlorine is heated or subjected to the sunlight, chlorine absorb energy and undergo homolytic fission, producing the chlorine free radical. One molecule gives rise to two free radicals. So here homolytic fission is taking place and one molecule gives two free radicals. तो इसको बोलते हैं free radical, इसको बोलते हैं chlorine free radical. ये chlorine molecule है. This is the step one. Chain initiation में step one है. Chain initiation में तो chain initiation में क्या होता है? Chlorine molecule is split up into and it gives the free radical. It absorbs some amount of energy and give the free radicals. तो free radical पहले स्टेप में फॉर्म होते हैं. This is the first step, chain initiation. The step one में एक बॉन्ड ब्रेक होता है, homolytic fission, and we get free radical, chlorine free radical. तो ये फर्स्ट स्टेप हो गई chain initiation. सेकंड है chain propagation. तो ये जो है chain propagation कैसा होता है? The chlorine free radical जो अपने को फर्स्ट स्टेप में मिले हैं, free radical, chlorine free radical produced in the first step. It collides with the molecule of methane and forming the hydrogen chloride and methyl free radical. अपने को जो chlorine free radical मिले, it react with the it collide with the methane and forming hydrogen chloride and methyl free radical. methane में से methyl मिल जाएगा free radical. और उसके बाद में the methyl free radical can react with the molecule of chlorine. जो methyl free radical मिला है वो क्लोरीन के साथ फिर से रिएक्ट होगा एंड फॉर्मिंग मिथिल क्लोराइड एंड क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल फिर से. उसके बाद में द न्यूली फॉर्म्ड क्लोरीन रेडिकल कैन रिएक्ट विद द अनदर मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ मीथेन and as given in the step 2, so generation of methyl free radical again and forming hydrogen chloride. So methyl free radical can again repeat in the step 3, so and so on. So in this way the sequence of reaction of step 2 and 3 is repeated over and over again and we get chain get propagated, मतलब chain बढ़ते जाती है. In other words, we can say that a single photon of light initially absorbs single photon of light initially absorbed by the chlorine can bring about the conversion of large number of molecule of methane into methyl chloride. तो सिंगल जो फोटोन एब्सॉर्ब होता है, जो इनिशिएशन स्टेप होता है, इट ब्रिंग अबाउट द कन्वर्जन ऑफ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ मीथेन इनटू मिथिल क्लोराइड. तो ये सारा जो ये सेकंड स्टेप है, सेकंड प्रोसेस है, तो इसमें दिखाया है हाउ इट टेक प्लेस. सो तो हाउ द चेन प्रोपेगेशन टेक प्लेस. तो इसमें देखो ये स्टेप 2, ये मीथेन मॉलिक्यूल है, ये क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल जो पहले स्टेप में मिला है, दे इंटरेक्ट एंड वी गेट हियर मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल. तो ये यहाँ पे ये रिएक्टिव है, ये HCl ऐसा ये हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड बाहर निकल जाएगा और यहाँ पे ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा, तो यहाँ पे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल, इसको बोलते हैं मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल. ये हो गया सेकंड स्टेप. थर्ड स्टेप में क्या है, मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल यहाँ लिया, फिर से सेकंड मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ क्लोरीन एंड नाउ इन दिस केस दिस बॉन्ड गेट ब्रेक और ये Cl यहाँ पे अटैच होता है और ये क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल फिर से मिलता है. तो ये हो गया, इसका नाम है मिथिल क्लोराइड या क्लोरोमीथेन. ये इसमें से एक H निकाला, पहले यहाँ पे H निकला, उसके बाद में फ्री रेडिकल आया, उसमें Cl अटैच हो गया, तो 1 Cl अटैच और उसके बाद में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल. फिर से ये जो कंपाउंड है, तो ये जो स्टेप है 1 by 1 वी हैव टू रिमूव. अभी इसमें से एक ही आया Cl, उसके बाद में फिर से H निकालोगे, उसके बाद में फिर Cl आएगा, दूसरा तीसरा चौथा, स्टेप बाय स्टेप. दिस स्टेप नंबर 2 and 3 रिपीटेड ओवर एंड ओवर. 2 और 3 ये जो दो स्टेप्स है, ये फिर से रिपीट करना है. अभी चौथी जो आएगी इसी टाइप का आएगा. तो ये यहाँ पे ये जो कंपाउंड है इसको लेंगे, इसमें फिर ये इसके साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे और उसके बाद में यहाँ से H निकल जाएगा, HCl, फिर से फ्री रेडिकल मिलेगा, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन के साथ रिएक्शन. तो इस स्टेप से ये, तो सेकंड में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल के साथ, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन के साथ रिएक्शन एंड वी गेट द डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट व्हिच आर शोन हियर आल्सो. तो फोर्थ स्टेप 4 में क्या करना है, ये जो थर्ड स्टेप में मिला था क्लोरोमीथेन, देन क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल, उसके बाद में HCl निकल जाता है. यहाँ पे क्या आता है, ये है ये इधर होना चाहिए, तो ये मिलता है अपने को फ्री रेडिकल. तो दिस इज फ्री रेडिकल, इसको इधर लिया फ्री रेडिकल को, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन के साथ रिएक्शन, तो ये यहाँ पे बॉन्ड होके यहाँ पे ये Cl यहाँ पे अटैच होता है. तो ये देखो यहाँ पे 2 Cl आ गए, 1 2 और ये 2 H, एक Cl निकला, ये हो गए. फिर से 4 और 5 6 7 में वैसे ही करना है. तो ये देखो यहाँ पे फिर से ये जो कंपाउंड आया ये यहाँ पर दिया, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल्स का रिएक्शन, फिर से HCl, ये तीसरा H और Cl निकल गया, ये फ्री रेडिकल मिला, फ्री रेडिकल इधर दिया, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन के साथ फिर से, तो ये तीसरा Cl आ गया, फिर से क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल. इसको चौथे स्टेप में लेंगे और ये हो गया 4 5 6 7 और 8 9 जो है, 8 और 9 ये जो स्टेप है, ये 8 में ये फिर से वो जो कंपाउंड लिया ट्राइक्लोरोमीथेन, उसके बाद में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल, तो ये आ गया फ्री रेडिकल, HCl निकल गया, फिर से क्लोरीन के साथ रिएक्शन इस कंपाउंड के साथ, तो HCl यहाँ पे आ गया. तो यहाँ पे देखो चारों Cl आ गए 1 by 1 और एक Cl निकल. तो दिस इज नोन एज द कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड. ये कार्बन है, 4 Cl है, इसलिए टेट्रा मतलब 4 कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड. तो एक एक करके एक एक हाइड्रोजन निकालना है और फ्री रेडिकल के साथ वो रिएक्शन. तो इस टाइप से ये चेन प्रोपेगेशन स्टेप इसको बोलते हैं, चेन प्रोपेगेशन. दिस इज द सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप. और लास्ट स्टेप है चेन टर्मिनेशन. तो चेन टर्मिनेशन में क्या करना है, चेन टर्मिनेशन मतलब अभी ऐसे एक एक चेन बढ़ते जाएगी, उसको स्टॉप करना पड़ेगा. तो ये जो फ्री रेडिकल्स होते हैं उसको दे आर रिएक्टिंग, दे रिएक्ट देमसेल्फ, वो अपने साथ ही फ्री रेडिकल कैन कंबाइन एंड वी गेट दी सच टाइप ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल. तो देखो क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल दोनों भी कंबाइन होके क्या मिलेगा, क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल. एक मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल क्लोरीन, वी गेट मिथिल क्लोराइड. दोनों भी मिथिल फ्री रेडिकल्स हैं तो मिलेगा इथेन. इस टाइप से सो वी कैन से दैट चेन रिएक्शन which are given in a propagation step they come to end if the free radical combine among themselves. वो खुद ही उनके साथ फ्री रेडिकल के साथ फ्री रेडिकल रिएक्ट होगा and then it form the neutral molecules and some of the chain termination steps are given here. तो इस टाइप से अभी कोई फ्री रेडिकल नहीं है, फ्री रेडिकल सा हाईली रिएक्टिव एंड इसमें कोई फ्री रेडिकल नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे स्टेप क्या हो गई, टर्मिनेशन. तो दिस इज नोन एज द चेन termination step. So this is an important mechanism and in this mechanism different steps are there. So three steps are there: chain initiation, chain termination, and chain propagation and chain termination. So three different steps are there, and by using these three steps, it shows the mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane. So in this way, these three steps in chain, पहले इसमें क्या होता है, पहली स्टेप में इनिशिएशन में होता है फ्री रेडिकल फॉर्मेशन, सेकंड स्टेप में क्या होता है चेन प्रोपेगेशन, उसके बाद में थर्ड में क्या होता है चेन टर्मिनेशन. ऐसे तीन इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप्स हैं इन दिस मैकेनिज्म ऑफ free radical of halogenation of methane. So today we have discussed the important aspect of the alkanes. One is the what is LPG, what are the uses of LPG, and also we have seen the what is octane number, how to express the quality of the gasoline in terms of octane number, and how can we define octane number, what are the uses of octane number we have seen, and lastly we have seen the mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane, and this mechanism consists of three steps: chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. तो initiation में क्या होता है, we get the free radicals. Free radicals are highly reactive, and in the second step में क्या होता है, chain get propagation. So methane react with the chlorine free radical, then we get methyl free radical, and then this react with the chlorine and methyl chloride, then dichloromethane, trichloromethane, tetrachloromethane, it means carbon tetrachloride. So chain get propagate. So different steps are there, and lastly the chain termination is there, and in that case the free radical combine or they react with each other among themselves and get chain, and we get the neutral molecule. In this way chain get terminate. So there is no free radical. As the free radicals are formed, they can combine with another molecule and the propagation can take place. But in case of termination, the free radicals can combine with each other and among themselves, and we get the neutral molecule. In this way termination of the chain take place. So these are the three important steps. So today we have seen these three important parts: LPG, octane number, and the mechanism of free radical halogenation of methane. So today we stop here, and in the next part we will discuss about the cyclohexane.